All right, welcome to another episode of Law Dog Corvette. Today we're going to be talking about the door lock for the 1974 Corvette. This model actually is a convertible. If you've been following the channel, you remember that I had the ignition key, but I changed out the steering column, so I had to change the ignition cylinder. And if you want to see that video, it'll be right here. When I changed the ignition key out, that's the square key, I never had the round keys, and that would be for the door locks. And the door locks are right here. So I never had these round keys. So I need to replace this cylinder so I can have round keys for the door lock. All right, first step of this process is pretty much remove the door card. Now, I've already done that. During the restoration process, these door cards were complete trash, and so I already have the door card off. And so that exposes this hole, which you need to have exposed to get to your cylinder. The next process is to actually get new cylinder locks. This is a brand new cylinder lock round key. This is for a 1974 to 77 Corvette. This comes from Zips. It's part number LK334. As again, if you follow my channel, all of my parts, every one of my parts for the Corvette comes from Zips Corvette. They're a fabulous organization. I can't say enough good things about them. They do not sponsor my channel, but they are the #1 place for Corvette parts, accessories, and information. If you don't know what's going on, calling one of their techs is really a great place to start. Plus, for me, I'm located in Northern Virginia, and Zips Corvette's in Mechanicsville, Virginia, about 70 miles south on I-95. And so the shipping is standard shipping for me, and it's 1 day. All right, the first step is we got to come in here and take this piece off. And of course, I already have this piece off. This little plastic piece will prevent you from getting to the back of the cylinder lock. And what this plastic piece does is, as water from rain is going to come down and possibly get into this area with the window up, maybe this seal fails a little bit in right here. What this plastic piece does, it actually fits inside here, and it diverts any water that comes down from the window seal away from your locking mechanism, which is all right in here, and away from your the locking mechanism and the cylinder lock. So this plastic piece has to come out as well. This plastic piece is held on by 2 screws. One screw is right here, and one screw is, right there. One screw's here, and one screw's here. And those screws are right there. And you can see that one screw came out, and one screw had to get cut out. So not a big deal, and we will reinstall this at the appropriate time. All right, let's see if we can take a look in here and see what we got going on. And my cameraman has his trusty light. All right, the back of your cylinder lock, if I can point to it, is right there. That's what you're looking to get off. There you go. If I can get maybe a screwdriver. So that right there is a locked position, and that right there is unlocked. So up is locked, down is unlocked. All right, and so you can see that it's gonna look just like that. So this little arm right here is this arm, and it's got to feed into that little bar. And of course, the lock is held on by a retaining pin. It's going to look just generally like that. And it's pretty deep in there. But you can see right there is the retaining pin. Right? Good shot. Right there. And so we're going to, well, this one's almost halfway out anyways. So we're going to take a long screwdriver and see if we can knock that out. think I might have got it. I got some of it. And there's the retaining clip. Clip's actually in pretty good shape. Here's the new clip design. Basically same design, but it's not necessarily in horrible shape. And the reason it's not necessarily in horrible shape is because it never got any water on it because of this piece. As water would come down into the door, it gets diverted away from these locks. So that's kind of an interesting design. All right, with that piece off, all you're gonna do is reach on the outside and you're just gonna kind of wiggle it right on out. And there it comes. There's our old lock. Pretty easy. Obviously it had some type of little gasket on it. But now you can see the old lock and the new lock. Pretty similar, not much going on here. But anyways, so this one's just gonna go right back in the same way it went out. All right, now that we have the old one out, just gonna slip the new one in. And there we go. This takes a little fiddling. Now I put the lock in the up position. It seemed to go in a little bit easier, but there it is. And then of course, that's the open and closed. All right, next step is to put this retaining clip back in. All right, you can see the retaining clip is in. And so if I take the door lock, you know what you're looking at? There you go. That's locked and that's unlocked. All right, so the cylinder lock is changed and now I have actual keys to the cylinder lock, so that's good. And now the next piece is to put this piece back in to protect it again from water. And then once this piece is back in, then we'll have the door card placed on. That was not a very hard job. Again, those cylinder locks from Zips, part number LK334. I believe both cylinder locks was about $25, and those were cylinder locks with the keys and the retaining clips. So $25 replaces both cylinder locks. Actually replacing the cylinder lock is not that big of a deal, but of course getting this door card off and getting this plastic piece out is probably more of your time if you're just doing that. But if you're in a restoration project like ours, doing this is just kind of makes sense. All right, if you like what you see, please give us a thumbs up. And if you enjoy the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Really appreciate it. Thanks a lot to Zips Corvette for supplying the locks, and we'll see you next time.